is probably going to take this, and I do like the Lindis on iFlex, so I'm basically putting the game onto the Dark and iFlex here because they've been playing so well together so far.
Well, just like that, we're already into game number 2 of our second quarterfinal match of the day here for the top 8 European bracket. Nova is up 1-0. Kebab with an opportunity to tie themselves up, and it looks like they're going to be riding on the potential back of that Joker.
Yep, looks like no one's going to invade. They're going to just farm up passively here, and I think it's okay. I think for Ryoma, though, they're a little stronger. Zill's a little weak in the early game. Ryoma's strong in the early game. Zill is weak. So I think this makes a lot of sense to play a little passive here. Omen, though, is one that we haven't seen play. He is a monster solo, 1v1. In team fights, he's not as useful, but he can push a lane down so fast because when he stacks his passive, it does true damage. So he's a tower killer. So just watch how Omen plays if he's by himself in lane there on top or bottom.
Another delayed jungle invasion by Nova. They're going to try to get a little bit of extra damage, but Y01 is going to take a lot. He's going to be just down, but again, that's going to be first blood going to Light here for Team Kebab. Already getting themselves a little piece of early aggression, and there's that range. You saw that little rocket pop out from the Joker. That's going to be half to what we're lurched out for, because some of those snipes with the damage that has as he scales up on 2 or 3 items is going to do a heck of a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, Nova Kebab outranges. Wow, look at that. Nice. The punchline hitting the Zephyrs from that far range and getting the kill. Very nice job there by Team Kebab. That Joker is really making plays now.
And so just like that, going to be Kebab securing themselves a couple kills, 2 into the hands of their carries. Now, we also have to recognize that Kebab has decided to run double punish this match as opposed to the Nova single.
Yeah, because they want to lock down jungle because Lindis is really strong early. So if you don't allow her to farm and get her kind of early game spike, you can slow her down in terms of item building. She won't be able to be much of a big impact. But you can see her passive there, running from the bush, being able to poke. You know, that just makes her so strong when she's attacking from the bush like this. And they're going to set up, hopefully, a lane pressure here to then get map control, to then shove and push for Dragon. So you see the ability, the moon ability that shows up. That's Lindis' ability. She actually reviews any heroes around her. So she's really good at giving vision for your team when you don't have any vision in that brush.
And so now we're up at the 3-minute mark here, and it's going to be Nova getting a nice little quick kill onto King. You do not need to be in that bush, buddy. You need to go home, and they send him to the grave just like that. Joker doing his job as well, making sure that they get themselves away. Light trying to get a little bit of extra damage with that poke, but it's not going to be enough. And with the 1-for-1, that's going to stop them from going back. The members of Nova are going to be forced to go back, and it looks like that might be the opportunity for them to go for that Abyssal Dragon. Dark is doing a good job, but another long-range snipe. That Joker putting in work.
Like I said, if he's played, his timing and his accuracy on that has been phenomenal, and that gives over the Abyssal Dragon to Kebab, and now they're in a 1.5 gold lead. Look at the level lead. They have more level 5s than, you know, Ryoma just turned level 5, so that gives them a huge advantage now against Nova. They need to push this advantage, however. They need to set up an invade, take the bat, you know, continue to push the lead that they have here on the side of Kebab.
And so here we go. Kebab has secured themselves a nice early lead, 1.5 thousand gold. Crayon's going to try to get a little bit of damage onto King, but that Ryoma's going to just walk right away. Enough tanky stats. Now 3 members of Nova are going to be on the bottom side of the map. They've got themselves a minion wave to work with. You've got the damage, and look at that, 25% HP, a great little effort.
Look at
and
this Joker, very well played.
It is all across the mark as you are seeing this Joker pick. Something, again, we weren't expecting. We were talking a little bit about this off broadcast about if we were going to see this Joker pop off, and it wasn't too much of a priority for both of these teams, but with the 6-ban system.
It was a good draft because, again, Zill is really good against Joker. Again, he has the pick a card, any card ability, you know. He basically removes movement and parry effects from himself and gains a 30% movement speed, as well as he's immune to physical damage for 2 long seconds during a fight. That basically makes Lindis useless against him for 2 seconds if they try to focus him.
Yep, Light's going to get himself down to about 25% HP, but instead that 25 is going to go to 0, as Dark is going to have all the damage in the world to help finish them off. But regardless, it's going to be a 3-for-1 in favor against Kebab. And again, we are seeing Kebab stand themselves up 3-0-0 for that Joker, as well as 1-0-5.
That was a really good Plague Spectre by by Louis there. I mean, he hit the entire team fully charged up. When you let a Preda hit you fully charged up for 2 seconds, it unleashes astronomical levels of damage. I mean, you need to move out the way and not get hit by that charged up Plague Spectre, because if you do, you're asking for your health bars to drop dramatically.
And so now it is Kebab that is taking over this game, as they're going to secure themselves the second Abyssal Dragon of the game, as they are keeping themselves well and enough in the lead. 3,000 gold is sitting in their favor, as every effort.
Pretty good. Oh, is it ultimate gonna come out here? Zill just, no, there's the ultimate come out. Look at the damage come out. And he just deletes the L'Oreal quickly. Very nice gank there and play by SK Light. Well, if you look at Preda, I want to talk to her about real quick. The B ability is actually really good. The poison gas bomb allows them to knock back an opponent. So if they're trying to run away and you put that gas bomb in front of them, it'll knock that enemy towards your team. Or you can even knock people away if you're getting engaged upon. So pay attention to how Preda is going to be playing here, how they're charging up those Plague Specters, and how is he using the poison gas bombs to either kite and peel or use it to push an enemy into their team.
3,000 gold advantage in favor of Kebab. Nova, the coagulation and efficiency that they had in game number 1 wasn't quite enough here, or isn't rather quite enough in game number 2. Now, all right, Sweet J, I got to ask you. We're in a little bit of a low point. I have to ask you. Favorite fruit on a kebab?
Oh, fruit. It's got to be, I mean, I think of vegetables. I don't eat a kebab with fruit.
You don't eat a pineapple?
Oh, pineapple.
Pineapple on a kebab.
Hawaii,
You might not like pineapple pizza, but you might like pineapple on the Barbie.
Yeah, so let's see how they're trying to get Darkslayer map control here. They're setting up for a play to get the top tower, because if they get top tower, it opens up the Darkslayer side of the map for them to make a push for Darkslayer, which is what Nova actually did to them. So if Kebab is setting up the same play, they're looking pretty good, because the top side tower is very, very low in health right now. But so mid is being pressured, and Ryoma has to rotate to mid to stop this wave so they don't lose a tower and give it away. But the bottom tower, Zill could go for that tower in the bottom there. No one is on the bottom tower, and Joker and Zill just move away.
I do like the opportunity, or not opportunity, but the patience that Nova has. They understand that they're in a little bit of a deficit situation, down 4,000 gold at just the 745 mark, but that gives them the opportunity to reset, farm themselves up, and catch up in some of these items. You're going to be able to secure their first game, third Abyssal Dragon. King tries to go in, but iFlex is going to be able to take that away. Light's going to get himself a little bit of damage. Louis 1v9 is going to try to come help out. Well, that L'Oreal is going to go straight to the death timer.
Yeah, L'Oreal has no magic or barely any magic defense. She's probably going to build towards an Aegis, which is attack power defense, but I think she needs to build a Medallion of Troy and switch up the build here. So let's see if that's going to happen, because again, they have a Zill and a Preda, which both do magic damage. So the Medallion of Troy is a very important item for the side of Nova to build at this moment.
So here we are, the members of Team Kebab showing a resurgence in game number 2 of our second quarterfinal of the match. Remember, everyone, we still have 2 more quarterfinal matches left today for the European bracket, followed by a little quick break.
Look at that damage from Joker. He is pretty fed. I mean, he has 2 cleaving swords, which gives us a good amount of attack damage, and a rank breaker, which basically has a lot of pierce given to him. And look at him. He uses ultimate to stun the Lindis, but they're not able to catch her off, and she gets away barely without any health.
Just enough of a situation for Kebab to reset themselves the fight. We do have ourselves, rather, that Darkslayer on the menu if either one of these teams decide to order it up fresh. 27 and 37 seconds left remaining on those 2 other neutral monsters, as King is going to try to get himself a nice little steal away. It's not going to be enough. He won't secure himself that victory, as we are coming up on a very crucial moment. The next set of items potentially being completed for both of these teams, and that next set of power spikes is going to be extremely important for this next team fights. Yeah,
it is going to be critical here. Who is going to basically make a play, get a kill, and set up themselves for Darkslayer, because the Darkslayer is a key objective now at this point of the game. To be able to get the damage application he gives, 30% damage boost to your entire team, to be able to push down towers and win team fights. So let's see what Nova's going to do here. They're going to back off and wait here. Looks like they're engaging, but Joker is on the Omen, and look at the amount of damage that comes out. Zill just comes in and cleans house, and there Nova Dark has no chance of surviving this fight.
Nope, not going to be anywhere near the mark. We saw the power of the L'Oreal in game number 1, but it wasn't a factor here.
Oh, iFlex may be able to steal this.
This would be catastrophic for the power of Kebab. He's lurking around the back. He knows he needs to come out and help his team. You can see multiple members of Kebab a little bit low. You're going to have a little bit of poke damage coming out of that Joker, but is it going to be enough? No, it's not. The
look at that
Onslaught coming out of iFlex. Spirit Sentinel's low. Do they want to be able to take it? Nah, it doesn't even matter. He's still in the fight.
Man,
nice little snipe there.
One here. This is a really tough spot for them to be in.
The double kill comes out, and this is where we're starting to see Nova potentially breathe some life back into it. Kebab, they do not have the level of synergy around that Slayer that we saw from Nova in game number 1, and as a result, they're going to end up dying. They're going to lose a turret. They're going to lose a life, and that's going to be Nova with a little bit of energy blown back in their
Kebab needs
sails.
to play more cautious here. They got to be careful because they're in the lead. They can secure this game, but because of the recent past minute here, some decisions they've made have now allowed Nova to get right back into this game, and beautiful aggressive plays by iFlex here, going in as Lindis and securing these key kills that are helping his team get right back into it and hopefully even out the lead here that Kebab has.
As we're now rounding up at 11.5 minutes in the game, Kebab found themselves in such an advantageous position at the very beginning of this match, but now it's Nova that is deciding to pull themselves back, and it's all on the back of iFlex. Dark had his carry in game number 1, but they are relying on the captain to pull themselves back in game number 2. 6-0-3 for Nova Esports, carry, captain, and DPS here at
iFlex is just playing so well. But look at that. They got the Abyssal Dragon and the Bomb Tower. Just such a great rotation there by the side of Nova here. Playing really well. And now they're going to even advantage here. Look at how fast Lindis is taking out this tower. And they just delete the Joker immediately with their focus here. Again, Nova is playing so well. They know how to take objectives. They know how to set up their team fights. And it's paying off for them really well.
Paying off indeed, as another turret that is going to be 2 of the 3 inner turrets taken down. Top lane, the only one left remaining, but it looks like Crane wants to go in. An insane amount of damage on the enemy team for Team Kebab. Dark will go down, however, considering himself back onto the screen. The blue super minions have been deployed, but it's now 1 member left remaining on the side of Team Kebab. Is it going to be enough? No, it is not, but instead that's still going to be a 2-for-4 victory in favor.
Yeah, they have to get on this Lindis here. I mean, look at her build. She has the war boots to give her the attack speed. She has the Omni arms, more attack speed. The Clave Sanctity, which gives her crit damage, crit chance, and the amount of attack speed that she has and crit, you have to get on the Lindis here. If you don't get on Lindis backline, you allow iFlex to just do damage and punish you from a safe distance, then Kebab is going to really struggle against this composition, because if they can't kill the Lindis, he's just going to carry a lot of these team fights.
Carrying in the team fights indeed, as well as the positioning. And the positioning, if you want to think about it, while Nova is coming out ahead in these fights, they actually have themselves a 1,000 gold advantage. They need to have better positioning from Dark. As you can take a look, he's 0-6-6. Not the best of KDAs, and definitely not where the members of Nova want him to be.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see if Nova again is taking another dragon, and now they're nicely ahead, and they feel really comfortable, really confident now. All they need to do now is get a nice gank or get a Dark Slayer and end the game. If they take down the rest of the tier 3 towers, it's going to open up so much map control, and then also the super minions are going to help really push down the waves and allow them to get to the core sooner.
14 minutes into the game, 1 high ground turret in the mid taken in favor of Nova Esports. Only 3 turrets have taken on total by Kebab. Not the effort that they're wanting to pull themselves, despite a very strong showing in the early game. The next set of wins, and this is going to be the engage, the potential game ending. We've got Nova getting himself pulled in. 4 of the 5 members are there. Light isn't going to go down quite yet, but that's still going to allow them to take the high ground turret. The blue super minions are now in 2 of the 3 lanes.
Yeah, and look at that disengage. Nova got engaged upon pretty hard, and they disengaged immediately instead of trying to overly chase, and that really helped him. And look at this, Omen with that damage reduction and speed that he gets from Death's Embrace. That's why he's so good solo. He's able to use that ability to get away and reduce the damage that he's taken. And
so now Nova, it is the textbook MOBA strategy that they are reading from at this point in time. 2 of the 3 high ground turrets have been taken. There is 1 more left available, but first they're going to have to get through that tier 2 in the top lane. They're going to secure themselves that Spirit Sentinel, get all of the goodies that provides. 34 seconds left remaining until that next Abyssal Dragon, but instead it looks like they're just going to get themselves some resources and try to push into this Kebab Vade.
Yeah, Kebab has a chance to come back here. I mean, as long as they are able to secure a fight on the Lindis or let Joker kind of poke and not get poked up by Lindis and go in once the team is low, because Zeo does so much burst damage and Lindis barely has any type of defense.
Oh, but
and
here's
exactly
the last
what
effort by
happened.
Team Kebab. They want to make something happen, but instead it's going to be Light going right to the grave. 3 members are already down as Nova is completely demolishing the members of Kebab. That's going to be 4. 1 member left remaining. That's going to be Louis 1v9, and it looks like that might be the game.
That was a really nice play by Lindis there. Ancestral Glory saved the day and gave her the ability to revive and come back to life. That's a very key item there, because Zeo jumped onto iFlex and just killed him.